easier to do the job. And of course, to play under an incredible support that is being given to the team, Yanga. And of course, we also want some supporters when we came here to play Bomamuro a couple of months back. So I believe that Tanzanians and Africa in large will watch a beautiful game tomorrow. Beautiful football, and obviously I believe that the goals will be in, and we hope that the goals will be for us. So yeah, we're here, we're ready, we're playing a very good team with a lot of qualities, and I believe that they are not here by accident. They've done well in the competition. They played last season in the Confederation Cup, and they went all the way. They could have won it, but of course that gave them a step forward to the Champions League. So we know that we're playing a team which is very good, experienced, a lot of good players, but we're also ready for the challenge because we were knocked out last season in the semi-final. So the target is go all the way to the final, but we know it's not going to be easy. So yeah, we're ready for the challenge.
Questions?
Yeah. Onyango, how are you?
Good, how are you, boss?
I'm good. My name is Msabaha from Wasafi Media. You can call me Heavyweight. I want to ask you about the, on paper, young Africans they are underdogs on paper. Does it give you an extra job to do to face them?
Thank you, Heavyweight. Well, football is not played on paper. We've seen, especially in the AFCON, the so-called smaller teams, they've made a little bit difficult for the bigger teams. We saw in Ivory Coast where they lost 4-0 at home to an underdog. So for us, every game is big. There's no underdogs. We're 11 against 11 on the pitch, and it's every man for himself. We do not look at players individually, we look at the entire team. So it's not about the underdog tag. We are all playing at the same level, so we just need to do our job and try and get over the line.
Good afternoon, Onyango. Welcome back to Tanzania. Being experienced player of MAMELOD Sundowns, and your experience on East Africa, being playing at Mkapa Stadium several times, does it add anything in the MAMELOD Sundowns squad, especially playing against young Africans that you know very well?
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, I also have to add my experience as a senior player in the team, and of course someone who has played here a couple of times in Tanzania for the national team and the club level. So I also have to help the team to win with the experience I have on and off the pitch. We know how the supporters come in big numbers, how it's a little bit difficult for us, but we are used to these things. We are ready for all the challenges. As long as we are on the pitch, it's 11 versus 11. And whatever information I pass on to the next player, whoever is on the pitch, or if I'm on the pitch, it has to be in favor of the club. So yeah, my presence also means a lot to the club, and I have to help them and do whatever I can to try and get the results.
Yes, good afternoon, Denis. Clive from Uganda. Since winning the Champions League in 2016, MAMELOD Sundowns has only made the semi-finals on 2 occasions. Playing against a younger side that is very hungry in this position for the first time, they have a lot of belief. How much pressure comes with that for a MAMELOD Sundowns side that wants to win their second Champions League title?
Thank you very much, Clive. I think it's been a work in progress. The team has changed a lot since we won the Champions League in 2016. But as hungry as they are, we are more hungrier than they are. We believe that coming short last season in the semi-finals against Wydad, we believe that we need to dig a little bit deeper this season because we're moving forward as a club. We're looking forward to going all the way to the final, and that's our target. So it's going to be difficult. We know how difficult it is to win the Champions League with a lot of traveling, a lot of games, but we have the squad and we need to manage that and also use the experience that we have that we've been using in all these Champions League games to try and get to the final. So we have to keep fighting.
2 last questions.
One.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you, boss?
Diego from Kitenge TV. We all know tomorrow is the clash of titans. The social medias, football fans, you are their favorites to win the game. Did that give you high confidence to challenge young Africans in their homeland?
Well, social media doesn't play football. Of course, everyone gives us a chance to win, but tomorrow it's going to be 11 versus 11. The social media guys will stay on the phones. They will tweet, they will do their Facebook after the game or before the game, but the pitch matters and what the results give us is what's important. So the moment we cross the line to the pitch, we forget about everything. But we also know that we need to make our supporters back home happy. We need to kill the game here and make sure that when Young Africans comes to Pretoria, we have an upper hand. So it's going to be very, very, very difficult. But of course, we have to dominate and try and play beautiful football for the continent.
One last question.
My name is Daniel from Tani TV. Good afternoon, Denis Onyango.
Good afternoon.
I would like to know if the technical bench led by Coach Ruland approached you and maybe that Brian Mandela, because you are an East Africans, asking maybe about how is to play at the full packed Benjamin Mkapa Stadium.
Thank you. Of course, I have to help the team. I'm paid by Sundown, so I do everything possible to make sure that the club wins, regardless of where I come from. Even if I was coming from Tanzania, I would snitch on Tanzania so that I win because Sundown pays my bills. But of course, I do whatever I can. I know a few players from Khalid Aucho to Gift Fred and a few players. So for me, it's very, very important to also help the team to win, and that's why the club goes to bring players from all over the continent and of course South America, because we want to compete at the highest level. Or maybe one day when we play against a South American team, we'll get Marcelo Allende to help us, Gaston Serino, but for me, my job is to try and make sure that the club wins, and I do whatever I can to help the team.
Thanks, Denis. And let's have 1 minute for the photo session.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.